Hi, I'm Dr. Kosabevsky here at the Osteopathic Center, and I want to talk about multipass ozone, or major autohemotherapy. And what this machine does, this machine right here, is that what happens is we will pull up your blood into a glass bottle right here, and it's about 6 ounces of blood per pass, as we call it. And what happens is that we'll pull up your blood right into this machine, and then we will mix ozone in with your blood. And a lot of people are concerned that we're putting air into their blood, but really what happens when ozone mixes with your blood is the ozone completely dissolves and it turns into these particles called ozonides. And ozonides have two really important purposes. The first and most important thing is that your mitochondria can use these ozonides as an energy source, and ozonides are actually more powerful to your mitochondria than regular oxygen. It's basically like drinking Red Bull for your mitochondria. So they get a lot of energy, a lot of power, and like we all learned in high school, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It's what creates all of the energy for our everyday lives. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that these ozonides have a really cool ability, and that's that they can capture free radicals. And free radicals are these ions bouncing around their bodies, and they're what damage our cells, damage our DNA, and basically lead to bad outcomes. So these ozonides can capture them, combine with them, and then we basically can just pee them out so that they're no longer in our body causing damage. And then as we're passing this mixture of blood and ozonides back into your body, we have a second machine here, ultraviolet blood irradiation, or UBI for short. It's an optional but highly recommended addition. And what happens is that it's a UV light, and as your blood's passing back through, this UV light is shining, and it's just killing all the bad stuff in their blood. All the bacteria, funguses, viruses are getting killed by this light because nothing is immune to UV light that we know of. And what's happening is that you get these dead fragments of these viruses, bacteria, fungi passing back in. And if you kind of think about how a vaccine works, is that we're getting dead fragments of bacteria coming back into our bodies. So our white blood cells know what to do. They learn from these dead fragments, and then they can go on to kill living agents. And almost in essence, the same thing is happening with this ultraviolet light, is that we're getting dead fragments of these viruses, bacteria, fungi, for our immune system to pick up and learn how to kill them. It learns how to attack them, and it learns their proteins. That's really the biggest benefit of adding this on, is that it can increase your immune system capabilities.
Talk about how many passes.
So we can do anywhere from 1 pass to 10 pass with this machine, and each pass, like I mentioned before, is 6 ounces of blood. And so a 10 pass is 60 ounces of blood, or about 1/3 of the total blood in your body. Your body only holds about 180 ounces of blood. So if you were to, in theory, do this machine three 10-pass series, you'd be filtering almost all of your blood through this machine. And that creates a really powerful effect.